So apparently there are some black people getting on the internet and telling our community to not protest, to not stand up against injustice or attacks, and to just stay home and protect our peace. Now, first, what peace are we protecting? Because whether it's Democrats or Republicans in office, black people are constantly being bulldozed, our communities are underfunded. I mean, eggs are $10 a carton. We're paying 50% plus of our income on rent. Like, what peace?
So it's come to my attention that there are some creators that are on this app that have been taking my videos, stitching them, and running with this narrative that I'm just on my platform promoting to all black people and people of color to absolutely do nothing. Amid all of the government issues that America is facing. That I'm telling them to just not do anything at all. That I'm basically encouraging division and this, that, and the fourth. All of which is false. And I'm going to clear that up right now.
Before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think with all due respect in the comment section. Who is right and who is wrong? And as a black person in this Trumpage economy, whose advice would you want to take? Because it feels like the division has started. This sister has been telling black America, stay at home. This is not our fight. With all the excuses they are trying to find to use black people to do martial law, we need to calm down. There's a sister who's saying we need to go and mix with the whites and protest with them. Let's go into it. Y'all tell me what you think. Legit.
Y'all realize the ability to get on the internet and have an opinion about anything at all as black people is a result of people coming together, organizing, mobilizing, protesting, right? I don't know where this narrative that it isn't our fight is coming from, but frankly, it's been our fight since our ancestors were brought over, chained up against their will on slave ships. The fight we're fighting looks different today, but it's still not over. And I know my ancestors would have never told me to sit my ass down and stay out of it. To get on the internet and take a cancel culture approach and try to cancel protests is insane. It's extremely damaging to our communities. And frankly, it's putting the nail in the coffin that we're all being loaded into. It hasn't done anyone justice ever to be cynical, defeatist, or just sit at home and act too good to fight and too good to care about other people. Hot take, but I actually think it's really important that we care about what's going on in the world and how it impacts the people we love, and to recognize our role in making the world a better place, not even to be cliche. We owe it to ourselves to know our history, to know where we came from, to know how we got here. And it's all been a product of people fighting. The least we can do for ourselves, for our families, for our communities, for the people who came before us, fought, and literally died for the future that we have today, is to put some respect on that history and to put some respect on the people who continue to stand up and fight for us all.
And I'm going to clear that up right now. Now, I'm going to repeat what I've stated before, but I want to make this as clear as possible. Black people are not leading this march. We are not leading this movement. We're not. And there's reasons behind why we are not. Okay? But I've stated time and time again that if the others pick up the baton and lead the rally, that we would follow. Actually, I have a couple of clips, but let me just insert this right here. We said we wasn't moving unless they started moving first. And they started organizing. So now it's time for us. So that's not me telling you guys, encouraging you guys to boycott with your dollars. What I won't tell black people or people of color to do is to go outside and boycott with their bodies. Not right now. No, I wouldn't. Because I believe that the mass organization of black bodies in the street will lead to the mass assassination of black bodies in the street by law enforcement, by militia. I believe that wholeheartedly. And so I cannot enforce, I can't encourage that. I can't recommend that. You know, the great thing about history is while it's a tool in order to be able to track what has happened, while moving forward, it is also a beautiful resource in order for you to plan effectively and efficiently, and so that you don't repeat the past, right? So let's go down memory lane. Women's suffrage movement. A lot of protests nationwide. What happened? What type of treatment did they endure from law enforcement? So we have right up here, during the women's suffrage movement, law enforcement often responded to protests with arrests, fines, even imprisonment. Some suffragists faced harsh treatment, including force feeding and during hunger strikes, right? Now let's read how civil rights protesters were treated by law enforcement. Police used water hose, right? Police dogs, tear gas to break up protests and peaceful sit-ins. Protesters were beaten, bruised, many were arrested. Excessive force and brutality, right? Now let's read what type of treatment that the Black Lives Matter protesters endured by law enforcement. During Black Lives Matter protests, law enforcement often responded with excessive force, including the use of tear gas, pepper spray, rubber bullets, batons, even against peaceful protesters. And let's be honest, all of them were peaceful protests. They were all peaceful protests. And we have people who lost their sight, who lost their eye. So if historically speaking, every single time that we go outside and we use our bodies as forms of protest, this is how we are being treated compared to other protests, historical protests that happen, where they don't receive not even a fraction of the brutality and the excessive force that Black people do. Why would you as a Black person continue to encourage other Black people to go out and fight for a country that does not care for them, for a country that, quite frankly, still abides by that unspoken rule where they do not want to acknowledge Black people as humans? I'm trying to make sense of it. White people have had plenty of rebellions and plenty of protests that have been successful in the past, historically speaking. So what's the problem with them taking the lead on this one? Especially if we all know Black bodies go outside, Black bodies will be slain. Not only that, if there are a mass organization of Black people in the streets right now, it would give Donald Trump every reason that he needs to enact martial law. Do you know what happens when martial law is enacted? Okay, that replaces civilian government with militia government. Okay, that means that there is no checks and balances. It displaces checks and balances. All of that is suspended. All of those court cases of these federal judges trying to keep checks and balances in place when it comes to Donald Trump and his power trip, all of that will be shut down. Not only that, there will be the removal of certain constitutional rights, like your freedom of speech. It literally says right there, suspension of civil liberties. Many civil liberties, such as the freedom of speech, freedom of movement, and the right to assemble can be suspended. Like, are y'all even thinking, or y'all just talking because you think you sound cute? What is it? Because I'm trying to understand. And then after that, after you tell people, oh, we need to be out there, we need to be out there, we need to be fighting, we need to be protesting, we need to be rallying, then what? Then what? What is the plan after that? Because law enforcement is definitely going to be on our asses. Then what? What comes after that? What do we do? What do we do when Black bodies start dropping? What do we do? And another thing, stop acting like if shit really hit the fan, all Black people would not get up off of their asses and do what the fuck they gotta do like we always do. Please stop acting like we won't. Right now, we're resentful, we're upset, we're discouraged, we're disgusted, we're disappointed, we're tired. And we're allowed to feel those things. We're allowed to be upset. Stop telling Black people to suck up their feelings and go and fight the good fight because that's what you expect out of us. We're hurt, we're angry. But best believe if we have to fight, we will.
It's giving Black people have no peace. Working in corporate, I learned one thing. If you overwork yourself, your bosses will overuse you because you are showing you can overwork yourself. Now, if you got no peace, if you cannot see your work down, they will put all the work on you. No, because you have the energy. You have all the time. They can keep their peace. So white people have peace to protect, but Black people don't. White people can go and feed their dogs and paint their nails, their chihuahuas, but Black people can't. What do you mean? If you are paying $10 for eggs as a Black person, is a white person buying it for $2? Why do Black people have to go in the streets and protest against, oh, we are paying $10 for a tray of eggs? Why can't the white people do it? Let me not even get fired, ladies and gentlemen. I need to calm down. I need to calm down. I need to calm down. This sister and this sister is going down. But y'all let me know what you think in the comment section because we are not having this division right now. By the way, I don't know who told black people that it is a must for black people to be out here in them streets trying to do the most. When the sister says that we need to know our history, this is how change has come. Our ancestors have been doing this for a very long time. They fought for their freedom, not in 2025. Thanks, ma'am. I just believe in 2025, work smarter, not harder. Isn't that what a white man said? Yeah. Then let them go work harder. Why black people work smarter? Tell me, when in the history of the internet have you seen black people all agree to do one thing without waking up, doing a meeting, not it be virtual, not it be physical, no chat groups? It is literally just a belief in their hearts, the spirits of the ancestors literally coordinating one to the other. That listen, even the Bible says, let him who has an ear hear. What change do you think are black people going to do in 2025? By being violent. So black people in 2025 need to keep the narrative. Please. Please. Let's remember George Floyd. Black people went out peacefully. Every time black people try to do something peacefully, of course police will try to make it crazy. Isn't it? Yeah. And then before we know it, they want shoving out of jail. What is it that black people need to do now? I don't see it. I really think black people have played it the smartest way ever. Stay at home, let's watch. Okay. Join them where? To go on the streets? Or let's see if they will not go if we don't go. Did they not go? Did white people not go on the streets? Okay, now, they went on the streets. What is the change that they made? Where is the change? If themselves white people, their voices are not heard, do you think Trump to be Jesus Christ and have a good heart that, oh my God, this summer and I'm going to listen to black people? Hell no. He's doing everything that he wants, everything that he can in this Trump administration that he is running and Elon Musk to piss black people off. To piss black people off. We move.